Hello, welcome to another RETS PRO video tutorial. This video tutorial is going to be how do you set up an agent roster. All right, so first thing, we need to go ahead and create a page, call it whatever you want. I'm going to call it agent roster just because that's going to make it easy. I'm going to go ahead and put in this tag right here. Where do the tags come from? So some people don't know, and I'm going to go ahead and show you this. It's in a few videos. Under shortcode library right here, here are the page tags that you would probably want to use for the agent's office, anything to do with registration, any of that. These are for listings, search results, listing details, all that. So here we have register, we have my account is what you would want to put in if somebody's already registered where they log in. All right, so here's where we got that tag right here. Went over here, pasted this in there, jumped down here below, matched up the tag here that we wanted to, as you can see here, I'm going to select something different. Let's just do map search. You'll see that there's different data in here, header, footer stuff. So what you do, no matter what template that you're working with, once you put in a template, you need to go ahead and grab the matching template file. All right, then you just come up here, you hit update, and you're ready to go. Go visit your page, make sure your page is working. There's my agent roster, here we go. And you got your grid list, whatever you want to do on that. So you got an agent roster page. Now I've already added an agent in here, so I'm going to go ahead and add another one in this one to show you how this works. Let me just skip back over here. All right, so I've copied and pasted, doing some data. Haven't got the geocoding done, but this agent does have a listing, so that was a good thing. So how do you add an agent now? That's the next question. I've got one in here. Show me how to put more agents in. So you're going to go over here, click on Account Manager, click on Agents, click on Add Agents. This is the most important thing right here because this is what I'm actually matching in the template. If you don't want to use that in the template, you could use something else in the template. What am I talking about? Use what in the template? I'm going to just pause this for a second, show you where I'm at and talking about this over here. We have an agent detail template. We have an agent roster template. Agent detail template. How do I go ahead and show featured listings? Well, down at the bottom of the agent details template, you'll see down here, I'm highlighting it down at the bottom of the screen, the shortcode. So this is basically a regular shortcode, and what I did is instead of have a listing agent name John Doe, I put in here listing agent field value name, or not listing field, agent field value name. Okay, so that name right here, this name that I've chosen is the username. Now, if I wanted to do, agent field equals, as you can see here, I could have done first name, last name. I could have done that. I could have done ID. You can pick whatever you want, but whatever you pick to match for the shortcode, you also need to make sure that that name exists in the database. I know this is getting confusing. What are you talking about, right? Okay, so if you go look at your database, and I'm trying not to scare everybody off because this is just something that you need to know, is that you may need to verify something in your database. So I'm using a plugin called Adminer. I just want to point that out. It's no longer on the WordPress repository. You will have to Google Adminer, download it from them. If you got this website installed by us, it's already going to have Adminer. Adminer is something I put in all my project sites, so it makes it very quick so I don't have to go log into the cPanel or whatever to get to the PHP My Admin. Anyway, very handy plugin. So basically what you do over here is you're going to go open this up. I'm just going to pretend this is the very first time we've clicked in here so everybody understands. Okay, so normally what you're going to do is, you're going to go down here and get the listings DB table. This is going to be what we're looking for. The one thing I don't understand is why they always default to this show structure, other than the fact that it would load fast. This is where you're looking. You're looking under select data. You got to actually, this is the normal PHP MyAdmin layout that we would be seeing. All right, so once you get in here, I'm going to just scroll really quickly. Those are all the REST fields that you mapped, and you have no idea where that agent field is. So Control F on your keyboard, type in agent, And we don't need ID. This is what we're looking for, something that we actually have that's going to match. Now what I would do is I would normally just go right here and say, okay, well, this is what I'm looking for to make sure that somebody is matched. So for example, before you actually enter this person's username, you need to make sure that Robert Smith, who goes by Bob Smith on all his business card, is actually Bob Smith or Robert Smith. You need to make sure that that is the actual name if you do not get match results when you are expecting results on the agent details page. Very important. All right, so I'm going to jump over here and I'm going to try to zing down here and wherever we stop and click and see if somebody has some listings. This person has a couple of listings. This person is going to be our next insert to the database. So what we're going to do next, just to find out, do we have an agent? So this is really cool, this little PHP My Admin. Also, if you mouse over right here, it gives you a search. If you click on this, pop open right here and paste that in. Just hit the enter on your keyboard. And there you have it. We do have a exact match. So if you wanted to know if that is the proper one, we're looking across here just in case. Never know. I see that the geocoding hasn't mapped those yet. And we're going to go over here to list office name. So this is the list office name that we were looking for. This is a match for the name. So that means we are good to go with this to proceed. We're going to jump right over here and put that name in. Leave this as agent, doesn't matter. We don't want to give them access, so we're actually typing in 123123. The bio box, very handy. Going to go ahead and jump back over here. Click this. Copy all of it. And just paste it in here. Now, because this is a WYSIWYG, you can actually put in images, videos, highlight text, just about anything you need to do. If you also need to copy in HTML, let's see, it looks like we have, there we go. And yeah, so it's very handy for doing any of the bio stuff that you want to copy paste. All right, so let's just finish up here. We have password is a required field. The agent title is also a required field. It's handy also that once you've done one that they all work the same. So then we need to get email, etc. We can get all this information typically right off the previous page. And it's just a rinse and repeat. But the required field is you do have to have an agent title, you do have to have a email address, password, and let's just get these first and last names up here. And that is all that I have to have. Okay, so I've got everything copied in here that I want to have in here. The one thing I want to point out to you guys is that you say, well, what if I want whatever? I'm going to go ahead and just go ahead and hit the save on this, add agent. And now that I've added the agent, I have the ability to go ahead and click on images, upload the image. I'm just going to save this to my desktop. Okay, now that I have uploaded the image, it has automatically queued me to go ahead and add a new agent. That's what the system is built to do. So when you've done that, after you've added the agent's image, you're going to notice that you have been re-queued to insert a new agent. If you need to go back and edit the agents that you've already completed, this is where you would do that. If you're not happy with the agent fields that we have provided you and you would like to add more, Very easy to do. You'll also notice that we do have a WYSIWYG Editor option. I'm going to go ahead and click on Add a New Field. So you can create any kind of fields that you want, any kind of field types that you want, including WYSIWYG Editor. We added that as well. So if you wanted to do something special that allowed you to insert other images and videos and custom text and anything else that you want, that would be how you could do that with that field. So once you've done that, how do you get these things to actually display on the agent roster and on the actual bio page? Well, let's just go back to the roster page and refresh. Okay, so we've got the additional agent info here, and just to show you something here, you'll see that we have the social icons in here as well. And basically, if there is a value, then this shows up. If you don't put a value in there, it doesn't show up. And up here, I just need to tie in a couple things on my templates. I'm going to go ahead and also this little CSS element I'm working on here, and just take a look at this. The About Me looks good. And I already noticed that the both the listings were not geocoded yet, but they are already showing up for us. And so we are just to the point of rinse and repeat for the rest of the remaining agents. So what I want to do before I end the video is jump over here and start showing you some of the agent template fields. So you'll notice again that we have agent field, first name, etc. And there are two templates that we work with. Let me just open that up and bring that over here. All right, we are working in the WPR admin, template, infold, and the agent details and the agent roster. These are the two template files that we're working with. So if you wanted to do the Facebook and all these things that we're doing, you could copy and paste in as many other social profiles as you want. And as you'll see with what I've got highlighted here, we've got Facebook highlighted. And so the conditional statement is saying that if agent field Facebook equals nothing, then nothing is being shown in between there. But if there is something to be shown, if there is a value for Facebook, even if it's just a pound sign, even if you just put a pound sign, that's a value. Any character of any kind is going to trigger that as a URL that'll be shown. It'll also trigger the CSS, the social wrapper for that, the icon to be displayed. And so that is how that works. You can look through here, you'll see that we have first name, last name, title, website URL, just about anything that you saw of those fields. And if you're not sure about where do I get these field names, where are the rest of these fields located, these field names are located back in your MySQL database again. You can come over here and click on Agent Fields right here. Click on Select Data. And now you can see these are the fields. Now if you notice here that in the template, like the Facebook, you don't see anything but the word Facebook. Agent underscore is what's called a database prefix. This is a table prefix, database table prefix right here. So the rest of those beyond the underscore are the only field names that you need to match in your template. So like you'll see here, Facebook, there's the Facebook. Okay, so I hope that explains how to get your CSS, your style sheet, your HTML, and your conditionals all done for your custom agent roster. Have any other questions? Feel free to join us in the forums at retspro.com/forums or post your comments down below. Thanks so much.